And today we're speaking to Professor Joel Condon, who is one of the supervising professors at UAA in Alaska. Question for you is, what key life experiences have formed who you are today?
I think a seminal experience for me was when I hit the road from California in February, heading for Alaska to build a chalet on the edge of Kachemak Bay. So pulling out of suburbia, California, Northern California, and all the experiences of driving the Alcan Highway, the sort of trials and tribulations along the way. So that I think was sort of my odyssey that launched me into the architectural direction.
Become passionate and involved in Anchorage itself. I mean, how did the chalet come? Like, how did the chalet come about? How was that job offered to you?
That was from uh, a client down in California who had invested in Alaska on the edge of Kachemak Bay, had really no construction experience, but somebody in Homer uh, talked him into building a cinder block box and burying it about 4 feet underground. And once he got the box made and sort of the first floor on it, wrapped it in tarps, and didn't know where to go, didn't know what to.
For you is what are your core values and how do they reflect in your work?
Um, One needs to approach life with this flexibility and evaluate situations, evaluate opportunities, and act upon one's evaluation of the situation.
I want to know what your explanation for why Anchorage is considered a great city.
Well, uh, the old saying up here goes that the best part about Anchorage is that it's close to Alaska. So it's got its own urban vibe that you don't find really anywhere else.
Is what causes projects and activities are you involved in?
So we looked at you designed a whole spectrum of housing accommodations for the homeless. And Moxley and I have talked about continuing that work going forward, developing they have a conference in the Human Services Department, and I have been asked to talk about sustainable housing, which is, so I spun it into sustainable housing and cultural context.
Question, how do you collaborate with other groups and individuals to realize your impactful work?
I've been a member of the Urban Design Commission for several years.
What other creators who are focused in similar causes, projects, and activities have influenced you?
Maybach had an effect. He was long gone by the time I rented a room in the Wallen Maybach house. But more specifically, the main impact, my mentor was Kramer E. Woodard.
What would you recommend I do to become a future creator of our great city?
Here in Alaska, the big thing is Arctic engineering and northern design. So all licensed architects, engineers, and land surveyors have to take either an engineering course, Arctic engineering, or the northern design class, which